Welcome back, viewers. You're watching the Savera and I'm Shifali. With growing global competition over access to rare earth elements and critical minerals, the United States and Australia have signed a landmark critical mineral agreement aimed at securing supply chains and reducing dependence on China. The agreement comes just days after Beijing imposed new export control on rare earth minerals, magnets, and related products. A move widely seen as an attempt to tighten its grip on the global minerals market. The accord was signed during Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's visit to the White House, where he was hosted by US President Donald Trump. The meeting underscored the deepening strategic and economic cooperation between the two allies in the Indo-Pacific region. Trump hailed the new pact as a significant step forward, saying the US and Australia had been working closely and successfully on resource security. We work together very much on rare earth, critical minerals, and lots of other things, and we'll had a good relationship. We've been working on that for quite a while, Trump said at a joint press conference. He added, in doubt, a year from now, we'll have so much critical minerals and rare earth that you won't know what to do with them. They'll be worth $2 million. Now, the Critical Minerals Agreement aimed to bolster joint exploration, processing, and trade of key minerals such as lithium, cobalt, nickel, and rare earth elements, all vital for producing electric vehicles, batteries, defense systems, and renewable energy technologies. It also lays the groundwork for greater investment and technological collaboration between the both countries to build resilient, non-Chinese dependent supply chains. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese welcomed the agreement, describing it as a strategic partnership that elevates our bilateral ties to the next level. He noted that both nations share a common vision for a secure, sustainable, and competitive Indo-Pacific, emphasizing that the agreement would create jobs, stimulate investment, and strengthen energy security for both countries. In addition to Minerals Pact, Trump reaffirmed his full support for the AUKUS defense alliance, originally signed under the Biden administration in 2021. He called the trilateral agreement between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States a strong deterrent against China and promised to accelerate its implementation after months of delay under a pregnant review. It was made a while ago and nobody did anything about it. It was going too slowly. We do actually have a lot of submarines, the best submarines anywhere in the world, and we're building more. We have worked on this long and hard, and now the process is moving forward rapidly and very well. This is what Trump said. Now, under the AUKUS part, the United States is expected to supply Australia with at least 3 nuclear-powered submarines in the 2030s. Australia and the UK would subsequently collaborate to develop a new generation of nuclear submarines in the 2040s, further enhancing the region's maritime defense capabilities. Trump also addressed the broader strategic rivalry with China, striking a note of guarded optimism. He expressed confidence that he could work out a fair deal with Chinese President Xi Jinping during his upcoming meeting at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in South Korea. He furthermore said that we had a very good trade relationships when we leave South Korea. I think we'll end up with a very strong trade deal, one that both of us will be happy with. However, Trump warned that if Beijing proceeds with rare earth export restrictions, the US would impose 100% tariff on Chinese products starting November 1. Addressing concerns about rising tensions over Taiwan, Trump dismissed fears of an imminent conflict. China doesn't want to do that, he asserted. The United States is the strongest military power in the world by far. We have the best equipment, the best technology, and nobody's going to mess with it. I think we'll get along very well with President Xi as it pertains to Taiwan, he said, adding that while Taiwan remains the apple of his eye, he doesn't foresee any military escalation. The latest US-Australian agreement marks another key move in Washington's strategy to counter China's dominance in global supply chains for critical minerals, a sector increasingly reviewed in the backbone of 21st century technology, engineering, energy, and defense industries. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to the Savera. Download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.